Confucius said, "Find a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life." That statement has never been more true for my friend Christopher Marley. Early on in life, Christopher was able to find his passion and be able to share it with the nation. And in his passion, he's been able to create some of the most beautiful artwork that I know I've ever seen. Now, others, as we think of finding their passion, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates. Today, we wouldn't have the iPhone if it wasn't for Steve Jobs. We might not have computers the way in which we have them today if it wasn't for Bill Gates. Chris was able to find that passion and to be able to make an impact upon others. I'm Walt Schultz, and I'm your host of Financing the American Dream in Salem, Oregon. Come with me as we go meet with Chris and talk about his story. Chris, what's up, man?
Hey, Walt.
How are you doing?
Good, thanks for coming.
Good, great to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we're doing a show specifically on finding your passion, finding your joy, and really your why in life. And as I really thought about that, I thought about you and really your journey. And so I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about your story of going from the fashion world into what you're doing now today.
I ended up living and working all over the world in the fashion industry for about 15 years. And it took me to countries all over Africa and Southeast Asia and Central and South America and Europe, all over. As soon as we were finished in production, I would rush off into the jungle or forest or climb the mountain or whatever and just trying to find crazy creatures. And that became the representation of my travels. I didn't have anything else to show for being around the world. When I finally settled in Los Angeles, I started making things for myself, just kind of taking all these creatures that I had found, that I'd preserved, mostly insects, and just make them into something that would hang on my wall. People liked it and began to try to convince me that it could be a business, which took a fair amount of convincing. And we started small. I opened a tiny little gallery in Hermosa Beach back in '99, and it just kind of grew from there. So this is kind of just a little sampling of what I'm working on right now. This is a spitting cobra that died in captivity in a facility in Texas. This is kind of where I get all of my vertebrates, actually. They all are reclaimed organisms. So they'll die in captivity in zoos or museums or breeders or importers, whoever worked with these organisms. And so what I've found is that I can kind of swoop in, preserve it, and turn it into something that will inspire people hopefully for generations. The piece we're getting ready to ship right now, what I call a prism series of kind of these kaleidoscopic mandalas of insects and butterflies. I do a lot of work with minerals as well, with sea life. This is kind of what I'm most known for. These are insects of all kinds from all around the world, from flies to bees to butterflies to moths to beetles. And I've created a series of traveling museum exhibits that are really these immersive experiences that is really what I'm after. The museum exhibits go by the titles of Biophilia or Exquisite Creatures. And in those exhibits, there's music, video, and there's text panels, there's tons of writing, but there's hundreds and hundreds of pieces, many of which are much, much bigger than these, that they give people a place to kind of be at peace. And that's what has been the most rewarding part of my career so far. It's been 23 years of doing this, and really this has been the culmination.
Chris, thank you so much for sharing your talents with us. And literally, these pieces are awe-inspiring. I was able to attend the OMSI exhibit and change my view on the art and really what's all around us that I don't get to see because it's throughout the world and others don't either. So thank you for bringing that to us.
Appreciate it.
And until next time you're on Financing the American Dream, here's to you finding your passion.